Ross TV.
What's up, y'all? This your boy J Ross hanging out with my cat Otis, man. He in town. With the Jimmy Green folks, man. They just told Jazz at the Bistro down. man, Otis though. Now I done seen you with Esperanza,
right?
And Jimmy, them man. But you got something special going on, man. Where did that talent and skill level come from?
Man, I grew up around music. Both my parents were like music educators, you know. So I was always around music and just wanted to play and learn as many different styles as I can. You know, I grew up in church and then spent a lot of time in hip hop and went to school for jazz. You know, so I feel like I guess my style of play is kind of a mix of all of them. You know what I mean? And kind of rooted in the tradition of all of them. So yeah, man.
Well, I know a lot of the church cats, man, say they just play church music, man.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, gospel music,
right?
So like playing all these different genres, did it help influence your style?
Man, it totally did. Like I never wanted to be one of those dudes that just could play gigs in one lane. You know what I mean? I wanted to be like well-rounded, and you know, if Esperanza wanted to call me cool, if you know, Milton Brunson wanted to call me back at the cool, you know what I mean? Like,
it didn't make no difference.
It didn't make no difference. I wanted to be able to play it all, so I still try and do that. I still listen to a lot of gospel now, and you know, but most of my work is in jazz, but. You know, I love everything and try and play it well. So yeah.
So now, growing up, was it a must in the house to have music and
It was they didn't really force it on me, but it was just like this is what we do. You know what I mean? They were music teachers, so you know I didn't really have to, but you know they were like, if you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it right. So they made sure once I showed an interest that I had the right tools and the right teachers and stuff. So yeah.
Now, by them being music teachers, they make it mandatory for you to know how to read, because I know you up there reading like a mug.
Yeah, man, it's you know, I played saxophone for a long time. I told you earlier, so I you know, that helped me a lot. That was like my first school band instrument was sax, even though I always played drums. So I had to learn to read to do that, of course, you know, and then I just transferred over. But I mean, man, that's been the difference maker in a lot of situations I've been in and calls I've gotten is, you know, once you get a reputation for being able to play one, but also being able to read, like it opens you up to even more stuff you can do. You know what I'm saying?
Now, Big O, you being a father and a husband, man, what kind of toll the music take on the family, man, with you bouncing
around?
That's
the hardest part, man. That's what I say I get paid for, is like being away from the family and away from my kids, man. It's tough, especially when kids are little and you know, especially there was a period when Esperanza was like, you know, she's at a crazy height now, but when she was getting big, we were gone like a month at a time, come home a couple days, another 2 months, or you know what I mean? So you come home, your kid's different, they talking and walking, and, you know. So you have to have a family and especially a partner that's super supportive and understanding of what you're trying to do, and you know, I know people in families that are like, oh, like get a real job or whatever. I never had that, you know, and my wife's been down with whatever I wanted to do from day one, but especially in music. So
that's tight.
Yeah.
Well, talk about your album you released and the new one you got coming up.
I got a record out on the Revived Blue Note label called The Thought of You that came out a couple years ago with Robert Glasper and Gretchen Parlato and Derek Hodge and you know, all kinds of people like that, and that's available everywhere on vinyl and CD. And we're going in the studio in December to do another record. And same cast of my family, kind of Keon Harrell from right here in St. Louis.
Oh yeah.
Cedric Mitchell from right
here.
St. Louis. That's right. So I keep it in the family. I try to. So we're going back in December 18th and 19th this year to record. So hopefully be out, you know, by next summer sometime.
Hey, you ever thought about having your own school or writing a book or something to help the young folk?
It's funny, man. I'm working on a book project now, which might be a continuation of a legendary book in jazz. I don't want to say too much about it and give the idea away, but
I got you.
I'm working with a great writer named Angelica Beener, who did the liner notes for my first record, but she's an amazing writer, and we're working on a project now that hopefully will get off the ground and running real soon.
Yeah, it's cool. Hey, y'all, well, this your boy J Ross. We in St. Louis at Jazz at the Bistro, and they're getting ready for the second set, and he got his food in there getting cold, y'all, so I'm gonna let him roll. We J Ross TV, we 10 million strong, hanging out with Otis Brown, y'all. Just put it down.
OB3 is me on social media, and J Ross TV, you already know.
OB3.
OB3
sound like Star Wars, dog. But we gonna let him roll this J Ross TV, 10 million strong, we gone. Peace.